Hi, everyone. It's great to have you. We're going to begin tonight with that exclusive with the man who is credited with cutting crime in Dallas. It comes at a time when crime is rising in most of the country and in many of America's largest cities. CBS 11's J.D. Miles sat down with this man right here, the chief, Eddie Garcia, to talk about his first year in office and what he credits for his success.
It was 1 year ago today that Eddie Garcia accepted the offer to come to Dallas from San Jose, California. It was a time when the city's mayor and police groups were unhappy with the department's strategy and leadership. I asked the chief if he knew back then that he would change that perception 1 year later.
There's many conversations that I've heard that people didn't want me to California up their DPD. I don't think as a police chief you can come in and just assume that you're going to have that success. I knew we would have a focus. I knew we would have a mission.
That mission, according to Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia, has been to hyper-focus crime-fighting efforts with the help from criminologists.
We're data-driven, and it really was all about the data that we collected.
Starting in May, officers targeted a handful of areas of the city, broken down into 104,000 grids.
It represents about 0.004% of the 104,000 grids we have, but they're responsible for about 10% of the violent crime in the city of Dallas. The individuals that are committing crimes in those areas commit crimes in other places throughout the city.
Since that time, these latest statistics provided to CBS 11 News show all types of violent crime, murders, assaults, and robberies are declining in Dallas, while increasing in New York City, LA, and Chicago. But don't expect the chief to give himself an A+ at the end of the year.
Well, I don't give myself any grade. I give the men and women of this department a grade, and they're doing a fantastic job.
Garcia says his lowest point in 2021 was losing an officer who was struck by a suspected drunk driver. He says in 2022, you can expect officers to focus more on cleaning up crime-ridden apartment complexes and improving police response times, among other goals.
We will have tragedy befall this city, and so we're not screaming success, but I'm optimistic and I'm encouraged.
There is one major project Chief Garcia, a devoted Dallas Cowboys fan, hopes to be burdened with next year.
Getting ready for a Cowboys Super Bowl parade is the one thing that I would really love to work on in 2022.
He's certainly not the only Cowboys fan hoping for that. One of Garcia's biggest fans is Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson, who recently credited his, quote, strong police chief for the city's crime reduction. In Dallas tonight, J.D. Miles, CBS 11 News.
J.D., thank you so very much.